Meningitis is the inflammation of meninges. Three important causes are bacterial, tuberculous, and viral infection. The symptoms of meningitis are fever, headache, vomiting, photophobia. Patient may become unconscious because raised intracranial pressure. It is not a feature of viral meningitis. Also, fits may occur, but these cannot occur in viral meningitis. The onset is rapid in bacterial and viral meningitis, while onset is gradual in tuberculous meningitis. So, symptoms are fever, headache, vomiting, photophobia, unconsciousness, fits, rapid or gradual onset. The signs are meningeal irritation. Fundoscopy may show papilledema. Cori tubercle may be seen in tuberculous meningitis. The focal neurological deficit like cranial nerve palsy may be seen in bacterial and tuberculous meningitis, while rash is common in meningococcal meningitis. So, what are the signs of meningitis? Signs of meningeal irritation, and there are three signs of meningeal irritation. One is neck rigidity, number two is Kernick sign, number three is Brudzinski sign. While fundoscopy may show papilledema, focal neurological deficit, and rash. Rash is common in meningococcal meningitis, while neurological deficit like cranial nerve palsy may be seen in bacterial and tuberculous meningitis. What are investigations of meningitis? The investigations include the CSF examination, which is obtained by lumbar puncture. The CSF finding may indicate which type of meningitis is it, pyogenic, tuberculous, or viral meningitis. So number one is CSF examination. Number two, blood examination. The blood examination show leukocytosis in pyogenic, lymphocytosis in viral, and high ESR in tuberculous meningitis. Blood culture may be positive in bacterial meningitis. Chest X-ray show consolidation. These consolidation are seen in pyogenic, viral meningitis or tuberculous meningitis. Now let's see CSF examination. Appearance of CSF. CSF is turbid, purulent in pyogenic meningitis, while CSF is clear in tuberculous and viral meningitis. Number 2. CSF protein. CSF protein are elevated in pyogenic and tuberculous meningitis, while decreased in viral meningitis. Number 3. Glucose. Glucose is decreased in pyogenic and tuberculous meningitis. Glucose and protein are reciprocal to each other, while the glucose is normal in case of viral meningitis. Number 4 is cells. In pyogenic meningitis, there are about 200 to 3000 cells per cubic millimeter and are mainly neutrophil, polymorphonuclear cells. While tuberculous meningitis, there are 400 cells and mainly lymphocytes, while viral meningitis, there are up to 100 cells. Next is gram staining. In case of pyogenic meningitis, gram staining may show gram-positive cocci, gram-negative cocci, gram-negative bacilli. Gram-positive cocci include pneumococci, gram-negative cocci include meningococci, gram-negative brods include Haemophilus influenza. While ZN staining for tuberculous meningitis show AFB, while viral meningitis, there is no organism in staining. CSF culture. Okay. Viral meningitis. In case of viral meningitis, no culture is obtained, while pyogenic and tuberculous culture is obtained. Last is detection of components of microorganism. Like in pyogenic, there are bacteria, so that for the detection of antigen of bacteria, we use latex agglutination. Also, we can use CSF PCR for DNA and Limulus omibicide lysate assay for gram-negative endotoxins. While for tuberculous meningitis, CSF PCR for DNA of Mycobacterium, while viral meningitis, CSF PCR for viral nucleic acid is the diagnostic procedure. Okay, so when there is low CSF glucose, what are the causes? The causes are pyogenic meningitis, tuberculous meningitis, fungal meningitis, subarachnoid hemorrhage, meningococcal carcinomatosis. While what are the causes of high CSF protein? Same causes: pyogenic, tuberculosis, exclude fungal meningitis, subarachnoid hemorrhage, meningococcal carcinomatosis, and at Guillain-Barré syndrome, transverse myelitis, spinal block, acoustic neuroma. So here is the review of meningitis. Meningitis is the inflammation of meninges caused by bacteria, tuberculosis, and viral infection. Symptoms are fever, headache, vomiting, photophobia, unconsciousness, fits, rapid onset or gradual onset. There are signs of meningeal irritation, papillary edema, neurological deficit, rash. Investigation is by CSF examination, blood culture, and chest X-ray, which show consolidations. Okay.